I'm Adam, again, the Global Support Center Director for those of you at home that are only watching this session. Um, I'm going to talk to you now for my last session about the iShopFor Ipsos NEXT app. The US might know this as the Shop Metrics app. Um, Before we start, though, I did some digging in some Ipsos research papers, and I just want to set the scene a little bit for you. So, to understand smartphone usage across the entire world, 70% of the world's population own a smartphone. Actually, if we single out the US, that's 90% of the US population own a smartphone. I think everyone in this room has a smartphone. I've heard that some people have 2 or 3 smartphones to contain all of the apps. We're spending around an hour on average a day glued to our phones on applications. Any guesses on what those applications are? Social media, on-demand entertainment, this kind of thing. Stuff that sucks money from your bank accounts, right? I know that some of you in this room don't do that, and some of you have assets on your phone. The iShopFor Ipsos Next app is an asset. It's going to make you money, right? So it should take more importance than these social media apps. So I'm going to go through how to get the app first and foremost. Then I'll give you kind of a whistle-stop tour of the app, a basic orientation of it. Then I'll show you how to get a task, and hopefully I'll give you some pro tips along the way as well. So to start with, the app is available on the App Store and also Play Store. You can find it by typing in iShopFor Ipsos Next, or I'll give you some QR codes at the end that you can scan to go straight to the store that your phone is pertaining to. Once you've downloaded it, you will be able to choose your country. So for here, it's the US. For those of you at home, it's Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. Once you've selected that, you'll be able to either log in. If you already have an iShopFor Ipsos Shop Metrics account, you'll be able to log straight into the app. If you don't have it, you'll have to register. The registration can happen straight through the app. You'll follow the same process, and that will vary per region. Okay, so once you've gone through the registration process or you've logged into the app, you'll find yourself on the home screen. The home screen is really compact, really neat. It's got 4 widgets, packed full of information about your tasks, jobs that you can find, how to get more jobs, and also some extra information. The My Tasks and Jobs widget will show you a color-coded traffic light system, whether you've got stuff assigned to you or whether something is pending acceptance, or if you've got overdue surveys so that you can action them really quickly. Finding tasks and jobs, this will just give you an overview of how many web and phone jobs we have, how many tasks that we have that are close to your location. So you can click straight in and go to those. Then how to get more tasks and jobs. Normally this means taking extra training. Perhaps the luxury training course will be in there. Also, perhaps you'll need to fill out your shopper profile a little bit more so that you're able to see more of the tasks available. And then the last section is the useful information section, where you'll see contact details for your support team. And you'll also see any other useful documents, guides on the website, guides on how to mystery shop, etc. Thank you. 2 more things on the home screen. You've got 2 buttons at the top. You've got the site navigation, and this is where you'll be able to navigate to your My Tasks folder, to the job boards, to the news page for updates on stuff that's happening in your region. And the other section, which is your account settings, where you'll be able to change your profile settings, passwords, check the documents that you've agreed to, etc. Okay, so how to find a task. There's 2 job boards. There's 3 job boards. There's 2 that are for visits, and there's 1 that is for web and phone tasks. So there is a visit job board in a list view for those of you that like to scroll down and see things in a list. This has been updated recently to make everything more compact. You can see on this view, you can see almost 3 surveys. that you can apply for. So when you're scrolling down, you'll be able to see more. They'll take up less real estate. You've also got, for those of you that are visual, probably the route planners, you can see the map view. You can zoom in, zoom out to see more or less tasks. You click on those little numbers and you'll be able to see the task details. Okay, pro tip here. Sometimes there are issues with loading speeds. There are, especially in the US, there are many, many tasks. So filtering and sorting these is essential. You need to filter out the stuff that you're not looking for, or filter in the stuff that you are looking for. This will really help the loading speeds. It will help the real estate on the list view, etc. Okay, so to apply for the task, you simply scroll through the list view. This was my selected choice. Pick one that you want. Once you've found one that you want, you will be given detailed description of what the task is so that you can make your final decision on whether you want to do it or not. Once you've made that final decision, you will scroll to the bottom. You will see a calendar, and on that calendar, there will be dates that are grayed out. These ones are not available, and the dates that are not grayed out, these are available. You'll click on there, you'll click apply. Quite often these are set up to self-assign when you're on the iShopFor Ipsos NEXT app. So it will just be assigned straight to your account, and you'll see a little message at the bottom that tells you that. If not, it will be pending approval, and you'll have to wait for your support team to approve the task. If they do approve it, you'll receive a notification straight to your phone once it's been approved. So once you've applied for it, you don't have to worry about it until you get that notification. Once it's in your My Tasks folder, you will have to accept it. Until you've accepted it, it's not finally yours, right? We'll look at that. We'll not see the engagement in the task, and we could end up removing it from you. So make sure that you go through and press this red accept button. Okay, so in the My Tasks folder, there are a couple of 3-dot sections. These are really important, but they're quite difficult to see. So on your assigned tasks, you will see 3 dots in the top right, and you'll be able to there view all of the important details to the task. You will be able to check out the shopper project guidelines, any rotation rules, and your profile information, for example. You will also be able to decline and reschedule the task. Obviously, we would prefer it if you rescheduled it. When you reschedule, you'll be given the calendar again. It will have those grayed out dates, and it will have those not grayed out dates, and you'll be able to select those. It will take into consideration the end of field work, any rotations that we have of visits to the same location. So you don't have to worry about asking those questions, and we don't have to worry about answering them. If you absolutely must, you can decline the task from here also. You'll be asked to give a reason, just so that we know. It's always best to let us know, but we understand life happens and you have other engagements, so it's fine. Then the last one is show address on map. So you can click that one and it will just go straight to Google Maps, and it will show you the address on the map. Really easy if you're just doing one visit that day, but I'll show you something that's a little bit better than that in a second. So at the top of the My Task folder, there's another 3 dots. And those 3 dots you can do some other stuff with as well. So you can export all of your tasks to Excel. I know somebody was interested in that earlier in the room. And it will show you all of your task details in a nice, orderly fashion. Not as useful for a mobile phone, but this is the same as on the browser as well. So if you're doing it on the browser, you can download this to Excel, and it gives you a really nice organized sheet of what you have signed up to do. You can also bulk accept. So for those route shoppers, if you've been assigned 20 tasks, you don't have to go through and individually click those red buttons. You can just select this and it will accept all of them. And then probably the most important one is show route. So what this does is allows you to select a whole bunch of your tasks, be that 3, 10, 20, click show route, and it will transport all of those tasks to Google Maps for you. So you don't have to worry about copy paste each individual location to Google Maps, you plan your route right in the app and it takes you to Google Maps. Okay, so just to summarize, with some key features. So this apps are perfect for on-site data collection, right? Think about audits, Exxon audits, for example. You need to go around and you need to be filling the thing out as you're going. This really only works if you've got an app, if you've got your phone on you. So it is really good for that. Also, the compact job board. Like I said, this has been updated recently and you're able to see a lot more jobs per your phone screen. This can also, and this is region dependent, can also serve as a geotagging tool for your images so that you can be sure that you were in the right location when you were conducting your visit. There are a couple of steps to set this up, but it's a really, really powerful tool. I'm assuming that some of you have to get your watermark tags on your images for some of the tasks that you do. You don't have to do that with this. It does it in the app. So it's a real time saver. Also, the push notifications. You're never going to miss when something's assigned to you. Really useful. And then I think the route planner. The route planner has to be the biggest benefit for this. It should save you loads of time. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for listening. As promised, here are the QR codes. If you don't have it already, go there today. Do it, get it, download it, register for it, and let's see those numbers go up. Thank you very much.
All right, you guys, give it up to Adam. Don't go too far. I have some Q&A.
I'm not going anywhere.
Excellent. No, it's always really nice to see Ipsos constantly trying to like just make the experience better for the shopper, right? Like all these little add-ons just really do make our lives easier. It's amazing. But enough of me rambling. I have questions from the people at home and here. First one, does the Next app include SASE shops or is it just ShopMetrics?
The Next app only includes ShopMetrics shops.
Okay, heard that. Ooh, okay. This one here, 1.5 out of 5 stars in the App Store, 15 reviews. Are there plans to improve the app?
So 15 reviews?
Out of 15 reviews, yes, it gets 1.5 out of 5 stars. Are there plans to improve the app? This person asks.
Always. There are always plans to improve the app. We are our app supplier's biggest customer, so we're constantly working with research metrics to improve the app. We understand that sometimes there's speed issues. We've been given ways that we can set up projects to make them even quicker when they're in the app. So we are doing things to improve that. The advice that I can give to you as mystery shoppers is if you have bad experiences with the app, let us know. Like, we're in contact with the provider, so we will be...
what would be the best way to reach out just to give some of that?
Reach out to your support team in your country.
Understood. Amazing. Next one here. I didn't know about Google Maps. Is that a new feature?
That's a good question. I mean, I've always thought that it's been there, but maybe it is a new feature. But hey, look, it's there now, so you can use it now.
Integrated. We have it. The Ipsos NEXT. Actually, this one coming up. Do you use the app yourself? Yes or no? Ooh, man, what a pause.
Hey, I'm on the other side of the app, right? I'm doing things to try and improve it for you. Right?
Okay,
so
gotcha.
I need you to tell me how it works.
Hey, listen, it's a relationship here. I get you. Man, they're not pulling any punches. Come on.
Who's giving these questions?
Yeah, it's the people at home. They want to know. They want to know.
Okay.
The Ipsos NEXT or ShopMetrics website is best for finding Ipsos news from Ipsos, as news does not show up on the SASE platform. Your thoughts?
Yes, this is true. I can't speak to the US, but the news page is on the ShopMetrics website. So we have a little section, you saw it at the bottom, and that's where we give updates on, I don't know, bank holidays, closing, new projects, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, events like this, right? Yeah, right. Talking shop.
Talking shop.
Come on.
But yeah, you have to be in the app to get that news.
Heard that. All right, I think that calls it for the Ipsos NEXT app. Adam, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.